Alright guys, working on the Volkswagen Phaeton. I'm going to be changing the rear brake pads. So I'm going to go through what needs to be done to change the rear brake pads, all the tools you'll need to depress the piston and the caliper piston. I have another video out that basically shows what not to do, and then I correct it at the end. So I'm going to show you with this video from start to show what can be done to change it out. Alright, put this down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen up, take off the top. I'm going to loosen the bottom so I can just tilt it out. To loosen these are 13 millimeter. 13 millimeter to loosen them out. So let me got a 13 millimeter wrench. Loosen that up. Here we go. For the bottom. Again guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you are checking out my content. Yeah, subscribe for my content. Hit the notification bell, you know, when I'm posting. There we go. So this one I'm gonna have to that one is a little bigger. Okay, well, I can still hold it with my hand, so that's good. Alright, get it loose enough to turn out. Thread lock on there. Alright, get my big screwdriver. I'm actually going to need my little one as well. Going to push this back a little bit. I'm gonna have to release all of this because of the connection for the emergency, actually the alert. You need me?
Huh? I was just gonna tell you. He was.
Alright, so just gonna pull out the caliper. I loosened up the bottom already. Let's see, I'm gonna release that out of the holder there. I think I'm gonna have to look at the other side because I didn't put this back. So that's good to know. So I'm just gonna pull this all the way out. You see, so now with these pistons, these aren't the ones that you can press in. In a previous video you'll see what I try to do. So these have to be turned and they screw back into the back of the piston. So that's what's going to be done here. Once I set that up, pull this out enough to take out. Let me see, what do I have here? Nothing else. So I'm just going to see, these pads on these sides are really low. The ones on the passenger side weren't that bad, but these are definitely low. Yeah, so I'm sure this is the side that triggered the sensor. Look at that. Wow, yeah, they're really low. Alright, look at this. Wow, just made it. What a difference. The new and the old, huh? Comparison. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Right there. Look at that. Okay, so, and these are the other ones for the bottom. That goes to the hoop the same way, I'm sure. Actually, I can just rip these off. They're headache to pull out, as I found out on the other side. Alright, so this is the new one. It's going to go through this hoop here. Right there, so this is the new one that goes through the hoop to make sure you're routing it the same way. This goes over here. And a little clip to hold it. I guess that keeps it from, you know, dangling around. Alright, so those are both off. I'm going to put, you know, depress that cylinder all the way back, as back as I can, almost pretty much flush with, where's that piece? Flush with the back. So as you can see, it's not hard, it's just knowing what to do. I thought I needed my computer. I brought that out, put it in the car, thinking I needed to use that to, you know, release the emergency brake or give it, you know, some command that would allow me to depress it. But that is not the case here. Not at all. So now I know, but you do need a special tool to do that, and I'll leave that in the description of what tool I'm using to turn this bad boy, turn this in, so we can alright, so this is a little tough. Just gotta break it somewhat. Take your time, turn it slowly but surely, and you'll get there. Slowly but surely. Alright, so this one is tough. The other one I squeezed and banged a little bit. I might have to let some fluid out over here. Okay. Alright, just loosen it up. There we go, so some fluid is coming out. Let's pull this in. Take this out. I'll leave that out for now. We'll see how that works with this. Tap it with a hammer. I like to do that to soften it up a little bit. Put this away so I don't damage it. There we go. Slowly give it a twist. So this one is going to be a little tougher. Alright, so I'm going to have to work on this and get it out, but you know, once you twist this in, you just drop the pads in and put it back. So I'm going to have to work on this slowly but surely. You know, give it a little back and forth. This one's a little tougher than the other one, but I also depressed the other one with considerable force in the other video. So it also, piston was softer, easier to go in. Alright, so take your time, get it right. And you get at it. Like and subscribe. Alright, so I'm using a little more leverage on this one with the wrench to kind of get it to go in, and it's working. So I did a combination of bleeding while doing this to kind of get it past a certain sticking point. So now it's past that point, so now it's working a lot easier to get it going. I do it a little bit, give it some time to rest and push. I check the fluid and I check the brake fluid to make sure it's not overflowing. It's not overflowing. So so far so good. I'm gonna get it just about flush like I did the passenger side, so I can get the brand new brake pads on there. And once I get that done, everything else should work seamlessly. Every now and then I tighten this out to keep it secure. Like I said, I'll put the products in the description, I guess, where you can purchase, you know, doing your own brakes on a Volkswagen Phaeton. They also work on, I think, Honda products, Honda vehicles. Some of them need this type of apparatus to do the brakes, brake pads. In particular, working with their piston setup, where they may have holes slotted in there or just slots, like this one. So working with this, you do it, give it some time to rest, go ahead. Kind of releases the pressure a little bit from you compressing the brake fluid back through the system, through the caliper. You get it done, and just be patient, don't rush. What I also did earlier, I tapped with my hammer on the caliper as well to kind of loosen it up. But what really worked, I believe, is me opening up the bleeder screw while turning it, because it was stuck on a certain point. So that would be the best way to get it done. And like I said, I'm going to push this just about flush, and I'll be able to put everything back together and drive it out. The next brake change will, you know, be obviously the rotors and brakes, as opposed to just the brake pads on this one. The fronts are fairly new because those were done not too long ago with brand new pads and rotors. So these rears, the pads obviously were shot. If you saw the video, you're seeing it from the beginning. Again, thank you for those who are holding on. This definitely helps the channel with the views. We're trying to get to at least 500 subscribers. We're about, I think, 120 away. So every little click of that subscribe button helps. Definitely helps. Totally appreciate you guys who subscribe. I do a bunch of stuff. Renaissance man, so to speak. Got a bunch of vehicles here, as you can see in the video. I got a new addition. You might have saw that in an earlier video. I'm gonna talk about that once I go through it. I got a lot of work on that one that needs to be done. We'll see if I can do most of it myself. And when I say most of it, anything tune up or wise or whatever, some maintenance, that's easy for me. This one is a little more of a structural job that has to be done. Alright, so I think we are good to go. Depressed it just about where it needs to be. So yeah, it's about flush. That's about flush as flush can be. So gotta set up the pads. So I want to set up this pad now with the sensor. Let's see. So this has to go through this hole like here, and then I can probably fit it through. So on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sensor on first. So it's going to be on that side. Have this go across here flat. Let me see. Put it down like that. Push this up. Alright, let's work this out. Make it better, as you learn through your videos, you get to do things more efficient, better, and that's what we try and do here on this channel. A lot of times, you'll see on my channel I do things a little differently, maybe unconventional, but it works. Yeah, and it's usually quicker. Even for the Phaeton, they say you gotta take off the bumper to change the headlights. I found a way not to take off the bumper. You can see that in one of the videos, because if you're watching this video, you may be a Phaeton owner or enthusiast. Volkswagen Phaeton, definitely an underrated vehicle. Just like any other vehicle, you just have to maintain it. So once you maintain it, it'll reward you with service. Yes, it will. Alright, so just trying to get this back. Get this on here. Slowly but surely it's working. Get this clip in so I can clip this up to where it's going to stay, because I don't want this sensor to come off. I want it to stay on so it triggers when it's time to change the brake pads again, like it did initially. So this is on. Hopefully that keeps it from falling off. We shall see as time prevails. So this is through here. So this is now going to go in here. Slide it under. Push this back. Get it inside the slots. Alright, let me just want to do it properly. Okay, and then I'm going to do the outside. There we go. Right here, same way. Slide it in, tilt it up. Okay, so that's good. So this will slide on here. Okay, so before I tighten that up, this is coming into here. I'm going to take out the old one and open up this in here, unplug and unhook all this like I did the other side. Whoops, actually came out. I'm going to the bottom one stays. This one comes out. Okay, they wrap it around, that's fine. Going to pull this. Just have to pull that back a little bit. There we go. So this one came out easier. Alright guys, working on the Volkswagen Phaeton. I'm going to be changing the rear brake pads. So I'm going to go through what needs to be done to change the rear brake pads. All the tools you'll need to depress the piston and the caliper piston. I have another video out that basically shows what not to do, and then I correct it at the end. So I'm going to show you with this video from start to show what can be done to change it out. Alright, put this down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen up, take off the top, I'm going to loosen the bottom so I can just tilt it out. To loosen these are 13 millimeter. 13 millimeter to loosen them out. So let me got a 13 millimeter wrench. Loosen that up. Here we go. For the bottom. Again guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you are checking out my content. Yep, subscribe for my content. Hit the notification bell, you know, when I'm posting. There we go. So this one I'm gonna have to that one is a little bigger. Okay, well, I can still hold it with my hand, so that's good. Alright, get it loose enough to turn out. See, thread lock on there. Alright, get my big screwdriver. I'm actually going to need my little one as well.